Hi, welcome to end of week market review wrap up here, July 11th. It's currently it's about midday, so in theory, anything still could happen. But here's what I do know: as of right now, S&P futures opened the week at 6308, and just about a few minutes ago we were trading 6308, and that's in the futures. Meaning, that's where the week started, and that's where it currently is. A bit stretched, I feel like. We've got the big picture oscillator tool, thanks to David Starr recently releasing that to us, and it's indicating that we are stretched up here. But we did just make a new all-time high as of yesterday, Thursday, the 10th. Um, and all on the back of even the threat of this news. Everybody talking nervous about tariff news and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, here's what this is: a week. I figured we'd start you off on a weekly chart here of the SPX, and you can see higher lows coming into this. Looks like a doji this week. Ideally, reasonably, we would appreciate, a retracement. I mean, it's just been higher lows on the weekly for a long time now. Daily, same thing. It's just crazy. Um, from low to high of this move, a 236 retrace would be back into the averages. That would be nice. That's about 59.50. There's a voodoo fire line right down there in the SPX of 59.25. That would be, nice to see, kind of test that and hold support. What we are doing is holding on to all of our swing longs. We're writing covered calls against a lot of stuff up here, though, because we do feel like we're stretched. Holding on to longs because, well, until things do start to come in, well, it's fact is just higher. I put on some, recently put on some, even yet again, additional markup bullish trades for 6,500 for September, 6,900 end of year, and then one that goes out over 7,000 out into next year in the SPX. So I'm keeping with the bullish mindset. I'm just trying to be patient to add, on a retracement. I've got an idea of where I would like to see that, get done down around these levels that I've just pointed out for you. But that's it. Maybe we get through the expiration, OPEX next week. See if we can what this thing does. I mean, I don't want to insist that it retrace, pull back. Therefore, holding on to the longs that we do have, I can tell you that it does feel stretched, and our big picture oscillator does indicate that it is stretched. Switch to a daily for just a second here. It's just like 2, 3. Yeah, this is crazy. It's like 13 days of this just relentless, just continued uptick. And, like I said, new all-time high as recently as yesterday. All while the week looks like it'll open and close at about the same price. Pretty crazy. But we do have a plan, and that plan is bullish, holding longs, staying with the longs, writing cover calls up here though, and anticipating that we will indeed add on retrace. An idea of reasonably where I would like to see that be approximately, and got to wait for that though. Okay, I'm gonna switch over and do the premium video here in a minute and go through a list of stocks that we're interested in some that we already have, some that we're interested in adding, that kind of thing. I was running scans actually. There's an idea for you. I was running scans looking at um, one, bounces, bullish bounces off the 21 EMA, and two, another scan that was for stacked EMAs. So the 10 above 20 above 50. And that, that's usually a good sign, right? A good place to start. You got 10 above 20 above 50, and then when you get the retracement into the averages, it's kind of an idea of a good place to look at setting up for the next move. So that's about what I've got for here today. We will be right back at it again Monday in the trade room. Love to see you there if you'd like to join us as we look for intraday trades as well as new ads for our swing book, and have a bunch of swing positions on right now that we've had on since, goodness sakes, about mid-April, and that's from a lot lower. That most of those are doing really, really well. So I will leave you with that. Wish everybody a good weekend and trading week next week as well. Come see us in the trade room at Simpler Trading. We're in the Voodoo Mastery, hence the Voodoo lines that we like to use for support and resistance. And until I'm with you again next week, do take care.
Without Simpler Trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency. It's one of the things that won me